Okay, we have a master candle. Talk about that in a minute. Just want you to get to see it first. Hey y'all, it's me, Dee. Yesterday was Mother's Day, so happy belated Mother's Day to everyone. I did not film yesterday for several different reasons, but that's neither here nor there. I just want to say happy Mother's Day. So today is a very special day. We will be at the peak of our full moon, our flower moon, today at 11:56 a.m. my time, which is Central Standard Time. That'll be more like 12:56 Eastern Standard Time, and apply whatever standard time you're in or time zone you're in. But for me, it is 11:56 a.m., so you'll hear some little ding me in the background. Oh, I'm excited, y'all. Look, I got a different mug today. This one is actually my oldest child's, so kudos to him for bringing me that today. And because today is such an auspicious day, such a wonderful day, or a spiritual portal, spiritual day of significance, I have out here my Soul Sticks, my crystal scents, rose quartz, a little smudging kit here. So we have a special incense for a special day. So let's get started, shall we? So I was gifted this for my birthday, which was like one of the dopest gifts I've ever gotten. Certainly the most intentional. It was a whole spiritual kit from a good friend of mine, who definitely thought it through and gave me all kinds of spiritual goodies, and this is one of them. Oh, and let me, before I forget, I'm still recuperating from a little bit of a either allergy or bug. Can't quite figure out what. I'm gonna say it's allergies because everybody else in the house is fine. They have been up under me. All right, so I set the intention with my little rose quartz here. You probably can't see it, it's so tiny. I was vacuuming up my altar to get all the incense ashes off and accidentally sucked up one of my little rose quartz. So I'll be sure not to do that again. Okay? But I'm gonna set the intention now. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Father God, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this day. I return any evil eye back to sender 10 times fold, because we don't play that around here. We stand for love, light, and positivity. We want the best for each other, and that's all we're going to do here. We thank you for continuing to utilize us in your kingdom. Speak through me as you would see fit that I speak. See if I can use this as a lighter too. No! This one's like, no, not me. I don't get down like that. So I'm gonna have to burn through the incense because. Oh, and then also I'm gonna include a little video of my special candle that I'm burning today as well. It's actually sitting right in front of me, but you can't see it from the angle. And excuse my hand. I am left-handed and the camera is on the left, so I apologize. There we go. Now these incense are very intense, okay? Like super duper intense. I'm so excited to burn this candle. So I went to a meditation session on Saturday, and I'll be posting footage about that. And we were gifted these beautiful intention candles specifically for today. Look at that. It's so dope. And it says, awaken your bloom. May your light shine bright. And normally, candles, this is from Augustine's, but usually when the candles are blessed, they're capped with foil. But she didn't have any, Anna didn't have any foil, so she actually used post-it, post-its, or little piece of papers. And I went ahead and wrote some additional things on top. But when we got there, we were instructed to take a little notepad and write our intentions for this particular moon today. And I did that, and she wrapped that around the candle. But then I decided to put a little more oomph in it. So I will be lighting this to get it nice and bright in here and smell extremely aromatic. These candles are so dope because not only are they blessed, I wonder if I can get a picture of the blessing, but really it's just some herbs and some spiritual spices and stuff like that right on top of the candle. And it's been blessed by a very great person. So we accept that energy. And so I wrote out some stuff. And then I wrote, can't really tell because I use a Sharpie, but it should, you might be able to make out the words, thank you. Oh, that smells so good. That is about to smell so good in my room. And so with these particular candles, you let them burn all the way down on their own. Let them do their thing. The last candle I burnt was a Taurus candle. And if you do purchase these candles from Augustine's, Anna is more than happy to actually take the glass and read them. She'll, look at what's the residue left over on the candle, if any wax, anything left in the candle, period. And we'll also smell the candle to interpret a message for you based off the intentions of the time that you burnt the candle. And so I took my Taurus candle because I just celebrated my birthday. Yay me. And happy birthday to all the Tauruses out there. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. It's our time, Bull Gang. And we actually are impacted directly today with this flower moon. So I hope all my Tauruses out there, I think it's Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and what am I missing? Scorpio. My sister, zodiac sign, who's actually, my son is a Scorpio. My oldest is a Scorpio. So shout out to the Scorpios out there. Today is going to have a direct impact on us energetically. So if you are one of those, if it's in your chart, your sun sign or moon sign or the rest of the signs, go check out what the significance of the energies will be in regards to your placement, or not your placement, but your sign in that regard. If you are a Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, but we're all affected by the moon, one way or another. But anyway, I took my glass in Saturday when I saw her. I'm like, will you read it real quick? And she's like, sure. I didn't even realize there was a crack that went all the way down. Well, it started oh, you can't see the candle, but it started like right below the top, like maybe a quarter, about an inch down. And there was a crack that went down the side of the candle. I've never had that happen before. And I asked her, I'm like, what is that about? And she's like, it's the energy. That's how powerful the energy is. You had a breakthrough. I'm like, ooh, we like breakthroughs. I remember one time I burnt a candle and it was in regards to negative energy. And it burnt a hole through, because these candles have stickers wrapped around. Some of them, not all of them, but the one that I had at that time had a paper sticker wrapped around it, and it literally scorched a hole through the paper. And the candle was so flipping hot. I mean, this is glass, right? So it's gonna get hot, but it was so flipping hot that it scorched the glass, it scorched the paper. I mean, it really burnt off some really nasty negative energies that someone or a group of people or whatever had sent in my direction. I ain't had no issues since, but energetically speaking, people can have bad intentions, right? And so stay covered. Excuse me, I'm still coming back. So anyway, you will hear some dinging, and we're gonna burn my candle live, or whenever this gets posted, you'll be with me for that. So I'm excited. Also, good spiritual practice is to keep some bay leaves. Okay. They're really inexpensive, but you can also grow your own. I'm like really about ready to start growing my own stuff. I mean, I'm constantly buying cilantro, bay leaves, just different herbs and stuff. So I think I'm gonna really invest in growing my own. I have quite a bit of sunshine wrapped around my home. And so I'm going to get a little creative and see how I can grow some of my own herbs. Because, yeah, why? When you can just make the one-time investment and just grow your own. So let's get right to it. Yeah, last night was like a true challenge for me. Like, oh my gosh. I was going through it, and my dream definitely reflected it. And so I woke up this morning like, I try not to take meds unless I absolutely have to. And I took a few things, and I'm feeling so much better. And guess who's going for another nature walk? But this time I'm actually like take my own medical advice, mom advice, common sense advice, and dress appropriately. Although, again, could very well just be allergies. Which is interesting because I didn't have allergies growing up as a kid. I think, and if I did, I believe it manifested in a completely different way, more like eczema or migraines, I think. Because that usually around this time of the year is when I tend to have more of a increase. So I had a migraine in my sleep that was like, what? Why? To the point where it was like from here all the way down into my shoulder. I have a sprained muscle in my trapezius, and it comes and goes. Like, you know, right now, obviously, because I done took something. I don't feel it. It's there just a little bit, but it got very aggravated to the point where it showed up in my dream last night. Like, I literally dreamed I had long strawberry blonde hair. So long that, and I didn't have a mohawk. It was literally just all over. And I had a high ponytail, and the ponytail went all the way down my back. In the ponytail, so it was like super long hair, right? And I remember taking the ponytail holder off. I'm like, oh, my head hurts so bad. I'm going to take this ponytail holder off. And in my dream, I'm like, I got a headache. So, yeah, feeling much better now. Thank God for modern science and medication. Alrighty then. So the first card that fell out, we just got this card. Okay. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. Somebody needs to hear it. In the back of the card, we cannot always trace God's hand, but we can always trust God's heart. And that is Charles H. Spurgeon. That's what I'm going to say. Charles H. Spurgeon. Because if I keep getting that card, I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce this man's last name. God, what is the message that you would have everyone to hear a word of encouragement? This is my keep calm and trust God. So I went ahead and ordered another set of these because I'm like, you know what? I really am curious as to what is missing. Cards are missing because I had mentioned in a previous video that according to the bottom of this box, it should be 52 cards, maybe 52, 51, 52, going once, going twice. I don't know. It's so dim in here. It's going to get brighter in a minute, but, or maybe it wasn't on the bottom of the box. It was when I was looking up the cards. It said that it was like 51 or 52. I can't think of it right now. But I'm like, you know what? I can have both. It's okay. So but I really am curious as to what I'm missing, what cards I'm missing. Because how could you truly be encouraging if you don't have all the dang on cards? All right, let's see. I hope you all had a beautiful Sunday, regardless of the significance of the day. That you had a wonderful weekend overall. We got home super late Saturday, we went out to eat. That was interesting. I don't know, if somehow I became one of the top 10% on Google Maps for the rest. Like, I'm a local guide now. If Google Maps starts paying contributors out, man, your girl is set. I got like over 280 something thousand views. I'm not even joking. You can look it up. You can literally look me up on Google Maps. I'm there, and yeah. So if you do, you will see my latest review of a restaurant that I went to in Chicago. Yeah, it was probably the worst restaurant experience I have ever. I'm big on service because I feel like, you know, I really do genuinely believe that we should all treat each other wonderfully. And when we don't, it's like, why? What's going on? And it was just an overall. So just go check that out. I'm not going to say the restaurant's name here. But if you go to my Google Maps, if you have Google Maps, you have an iPhone, whatever, if you use Google Maps, it's on there. It's the last thing I contributed, and it was not nice. I mean, the review was not nasty or anything, but it was just like, how dare you? So there's that. All right, let's see what else we got. Like, I feel like, did my boys do something to my altar? Like, I feel like the camera, something's different today. I was sitting here getting ready. Here we go. Be still and know that I am God. Psalms 46:10. And, oh, back of the card. Ooh. If you make the Lord your refuge, he will order his angels to protect you wherever you go. Psalms 91:9-11. Speaking of which, thank you, ancestors, for waking us up. Thank you, ancestors, for watching over us as we slept, providing us your wisdom and protection. Thank you, holy angels, for being on assignment, for watching over us, protecting us, and healing us. But what I was going to say was I was sitting here preparing for this awesome day and this recording, and the thought came to me: we don't deflect, we reflect and grow. We don't deflect, we reflect and grow. I'm literally teaching my children that, take accountability. Sit back and ask yourself, especially when you find yourself in different challenges, how could I have dealt with that differently? How did I show up in that scenario? Was it my authentic self? Was I being honest with myself? Was I this, that, whatever questions you need to reflect on? Do the shadow work. That's how you change the world. Fix yourself. Get out of other people's business. Get in your own dang on business. Mind the business that pays you. Stay in your lane. And work on thyself. Find a higher power to look to. And do your big self proud. Your big self as in your higher self. You know what I mean? Your mature version of yourself. Your healed version of yourself. So we reflect and grow. We don't deflect. My sons were doing that real bad. And I call them out every time. Like, let's say one of them did something silly. And mind you, they almost grown. Almost, not quite. They still children. So we'll give them a pass. But I didn't grow up with siblings. So, this is totally foreign to me. I've observed from a comfortable distance people who have siblings. But when you're raising them, you get a front row seat, and it's like, hey, yeah, I didn't miss nothing. So anyway, there'll be a scenario where somebody will do something, and it's like, I'll call him out for it, and it's like, he does it, he did it. No, I didn't witness that one. I'm letting you know. You know what I'm saying? Let's not deflect here. You really do yourself a disservice of not allowing yourself to learn something about yourself. It's another opportunity for self-awareness. What is your knee-jerk response in situations where you need to take accountability? Okay. Yeah, too. And nothing's set on fire. Thank God. Okay. It says, the Lord is our refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Psalms 9:9. Ooh. Patience and perseverance have a magical effect before which difficulties disappear. and obstacles vanish. That is John Quincy Adams. Alrighty, y'all. Excuse me. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Proverbs 16:3. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope or confidence. Helen Keller. Did we just 16:3? That does sound familiar. Okay, we'll do one more. So I have quite a few favorites on YouTube. There's certain channels that I absolutely adore, and Light is one of them. Spaced out, Light. Shout out to you, Mama. I think your content is phenomenal, and I love her. Oh, I love her affect. I love her quirkiness. I love her commentary. I just love everything about this girl. She's beautiful from head to toe. From head to toe. And her connection to divine is impressive. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I admire her positively. Okay. But I was watching something that just popped up on my feed from a year ago that she posted. It's amazing how stuff will just stay in the cosmos and the ether, and it will find you exactly when it needs to. And a lot of things that she talks about completely resonates with me, completely. And she was referring to how people can treat you a certain type of way because you showed them that it was possible to be a decent human being, and that you don't have to walk around in your unhealed version of yourself. And they will resent you for it. They will resent you for not being karmic like they are. Friends, family, especially family. Oh my God. I so identify with that message today. And it was nice and refreshing to actually hear someone else say it. Like, okay, why was I never truly accepted? Why did I always feel like I was on the outside looking in? You know? And you could have done nothing wrong at all. All I did was love my family unconditionally and purely. And I never felt like I connected with them. I was always on the outside. Even if I was sitting elbow to elbow with them, I always felt like I was the eyeball out. And they always made me feel like there was some type of inside secret that I wasn't allowed to know. And yeah, embrace your uniqueness. Embrace who you are. Don't care about who doesn't get it. Okay, I walk around with this. Is it there? Yeah. Today's is so small you can barely see it. But, and I have all different like styles and colors. I dare somebody say something to me. I can express myself however I want to, as long as it ain't bothering you. Who cares? That's for somebody. You're not alone, okay? Embrace all that you are. Don't dim anything about you. Don't do that around here. We celebrate it, okay? So type that in the comments. I celebrate me. I rock with me. I rock out with me, for real. All right, last card. Those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles, and they will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. Pray and let God worry. Martin Luther King. We got that recently too. All right, I'm gonna do the bottom of the deck. Oops. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. God always gives his best to those who leave the choice with him. And that's from Jim Elliott. That's beautiful. Okay, I'll leave it there. Be right back, y'all. And I'm back. So, is it the flow double up? I just realized I did not do that. Anything that's not Lord. Because We are officially cooking with gas. One of these days, I'll get the rhythm together. Still learning. It's a very, very new experience for me. So I'm finding my way, as are you, because we're always reinventing ourselves, right? At least I am. So, what time is it? Oh, a few minutes left before we get to burn. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, today is a flower moon. You can look up the significance of that. But it definitely is a portal for manifestation, letting things go, doing some shadow work, putting some things in perspectives. Whether you believe it or not, we are very, very sensitive to energy, and specifically the moon. Specifically, women in their cycles and the moon. So I'm literally teaching my sons how to deal with my cycles so that they'll know how to deal with their women's cycles when they're grown and not freaked out about it. I'm teaching them the compassion that they need to demonstrate towards those of us who menstruate. It's actually a very powerful time. I've actually come to appreciate that aspect of myself and how powerful that is, and how gentle I need to be with myself during that time. And it's helped tremendously. All right, so we are at Bible Roulette. Let's see, what's the word today? Have you guys been reading for real? Or just me? Drop in the comments what's your spiritual text that you govern yourself by, if you have one. This is my New Living Translation. And here. Alexa, turn on my lights. Hey, y'all. It's me. So we got Judges the last time. And it's interesting because I had just talked about Samson not that long ago. And the last time we did Bible Roulette, we got Judges 1 through 3. Learn something new every day. I just paused the video with my phone, and there is a pause button on the screen. Anywho, I was saying that we got Judges 1 through 3 the last time, and I posted that information in the description of that particular video. So today we have Judges, we'll take it, 11 through 13. Judges 11 through 13. Let's see. Jephthah. If I said it wrong, it is what it is, y'all. Becomes Israel's judge. Jephthah's vow. Ephraim's fight with Jephthah, and the birth of Samson. We're just talking about Samson. I have so much stuff highlighted, and I often wonder if I have enough time to read all that I have highlighted without literally reading the entire thing. Let's see real quick. Okay, so I'll just read the first half of this real quick. It says, now Jephthah of Gilead. I'm switching out my time ring. Tomorrow? I was gonna say today. I don't know if I'm like super excited, but it won't be here till tomorrow, just like my Palo Santo. So anyway, let's do it. It says, now Jephthah of Gilead was a great warrior. He was the son of Gilead. but his mother was a prostitute. Gilead's wife was Gilead's wife also had several sons, and when these half brothers grew up, they chased Jephthah off the land. You will not get any of our father's inheritance, they said, for you are the son of a prostitute. The nerve. So Jephthah fled with his brothers and lived in the land of Tob. Soon he had a band of worthless rebels following him. At about this time, the Amorites began their war against Israel. When the Amorites attacked, the elders of Gilead sent for Jephthah in the land of Tob. The elders said, "Come and be our commander. Help us fight the Ammonites." But Jephthah said to them, "Aren't you the ones who hated me and drove me from my father's house? Why do you come to me now when you're in trouble?" "Because we need you," the elders replied. "If you lead us in battle against the Amorites, we will make you a ruler over all the people of Gilead." Jephthah says to the elders, I love this part, "Let me get this straight. If I come with you, and if the Lord gives me victory over the Amorites, will you really make me your ruler over all the people?" "The Lord is our witness," the elders replied. "We promise to do whatever you say." Ain't that some yeah. The very people we were just talking about, being the black sheep, or maybe even the ugly duckling, right? Where your peers may not have accepted you, or you just always felt like you didn't quite belong. Oftentimes, them be the very people that are needed later. I was talking to my boys about this yesterday. I'm like, mark my words. The people that bullied you in school, the most popular kid in class, that girl that every boy wants, 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, things will be a little different. And a lot of times people will reach the height of their popularity or that type of social status in high school and are rarely able to recreate that throughout childhood. Now, you do have exceptions to the rule, because I know somebody will be like, but I'm still, that's great. But oftentimes, those who were braggadocious and very arrogant, okay, tend to not foresee the fact that they just may not have that same acceptance or popularity as they get older. They just fall off. I mean, we see it happen all the time. I have rarely gone to my high school reunions because these people didn't talk to me in high school. So it's like, okay. And the ones that follow me on social media, we see each other and we say what's up to each other. So I don't personally feel like, time is an investment. And I want to always make sure that I'm investing wisely. Okay, so if it was convenient and I happen to be in the neighborhood, yeah, I'll stop by. But otherwise, I'm not breaking my butt to go be around people who barely noticed I exist when I was in high school. What? So I've never been an alumnus in that regard. Like, maybe it's the only child in me. I've done so much on my own. And those who were meant to be in my life from high school are literally still in my life. Shout out to my boy, DJ B-Man. He's still around. Love him dearly. And a few other people are still around. They know who they are. But it does amaze me how people can be ostracized, outcasted, slept on, and they be the very ones to make a difference in this world. They be the very ones to be the trendsetters. They be the very ones to, really make something of themselves that's noteworthy and to be recognized. That wheel can turn real quick, so be very humble throughout your life. I don't know who needs to hear that, but be very, very humble. Because you just never know. And guess what? We got 2 minutes left. We got 2 minutes left, y'all. Let's see, is there anything else I want to... What's this vow about? Because I got it underlined. So I'm curious. Jephthah. Okay, so now... Oh, I'm sorry. So what I read was 11, verse 1 through 10. And so now, 29, Judges 11:29 is all about Jephthah's vow. So at 30 it says, and Jephthah made a vow to the Lord. He said, if you give me victory over the Amorites, I will give to the Lord whatever comes out of my house to meet me when I return in triumph. I will sacrifice it as a burnt offering. Ooh, I remember this story. Now, this was sad. It ended up being his daughter. His only daughter. Be careful what you vow to the Lord. You might actually have to, you will actually have to pay up. You know, people are like, oh, well, I'll do this, I'll do that. Lord, just help me get out of, here we are. Help me out the situation. And it ended up being his daughter. She ran out to him. Alexa, stop. She ran out to him to greet him. She was dancing and singing, and she was a young girl. She hadn't had a chance to marry. She was still a virgin. She got 2 months to go out with her friends to mourn. I think it was a month or 2 months. When she went out and she mourned with her friends, the children that she'll never have, the life that she would never be able to live, because Jephthah fell to the ground and was like, why, Lord, why? Because he knew he had to fulfill his promise. And she humbly just said, she accepted her fate. She was like, it is what it is, but just give me some time so I can go and, mourn and accept this. And I will gladly fulfill whatever promise that you made to the Lord. And she became the burnt offering. So be careful. All right, we're about to light this candle, y'all. Alexa, turn off my lights. I'm gonna get real spiritual with it. Go. With all my intentions that I have for this candle, so mote it be. And like I say, it's about to get real aromatic up in this joint, because these candles are no punk when it comes to the fragrance that they put out. So in the midst of doing that, one of the videos I just talked about doing a vision board, and lo and behold, after we had done a nice sound bath, I'm referring to the meditation invite that I got Saturday. I took my boys with me, and I'll share some footage in that, either in this video or a separate video. I haven't decided how I want to do it just yet, but we were given these candles, as I mentioned, and which is burning down that wick very quickly. You can hear it too. So anyway, after we did the first meditation and sound bath, which was absolutely amazing. I mean, sound really does affect me deeply, because at one point I wanted to cry. I ain't gonna lie. It was something that one of them hurts struck a chord, and I was like, oh my God. And I teared up. I had to catch myself because I wanted to moan and wail a little bit. But when we were done with that, we made vision boards. And they handed out, she had a table full of, different materials. You could do it however you wanted. I think both my boys ended up just doing affirmations. My oldest, he drew something on his, and I just sat there and I, like a little girl, got my crayons and markers and tape and a bunch of magazines and started cutting up some stuff. Okay, but my big vision board is sitting here, and it's quite tall. It's big, very big. And so I gotta find a place where I can put my little junior vision board. And she wrote us out some thank you notes, and I put it on the back of mine. So cool, so dope. And the fact that they just did that out of the kindness of their souls. I mean, there are some good people on this planet. You may not think that they are, but the best thing about purging negative people from your life is recognizing that there are some truly wonderful people out here. Recognize who is not healthy, who's not serving your greatest good, that's taking from you more than they're giving, whether that be energetically or any other way, physically. I used to have people that would call me all the time or reach out to me in times of need of encouragement, but otherwise it was crickets. Otherwise, we didn't have much of a relationship. Anytime it came down to maybe hanging out or hooking up or whatever, crickets. And I'm one of my greatest companies, so I don't mind rocking out by myself. I don't mind that at all. And hadn't really noticed it for years until one day I sat down and I thought about everybody in my life, and I was like, these people don't deserve to be in my life, because it's not reciprocated. And we don't do that around here. We don't do that. Okay? So if you need a counselor, you're going to have to pay me. That's pretty much, because I do motivate people quite effectively. I absolutely love motivational speaking. I love it as much as I'm sorry, this will not go away. I had a notification on my screen which is like, I'm just gonna say it so you acknowledge me. But you will absolutely have people that would just take. And we talked about projection, positive projection, how you could, but I would never. So you just assume that other people wouldn't. Yes, they would. Okay, but I absolutely love motivational speaking. I think I love it as much as I love the fitness aspect of myself, getting up and moving. Like, I literally cannot not work out. Maybe it's the bull in me. I'm pretty sure it is the bull in me, but it's kept me healthy. Okay, so I call it my superpower. And so once you clear out people who don't deserve you, they don't deserve access to you. Not everybody deserves access to you. Once you clear that out of your life and you make that declaration, like I literally made a declaration that I'm rocking out with me and I love me, and I'm just not going to allow people to keep just chipping away at me, what I can offer, what I offer, without even remotely reciprocating. Once you close those channels off, you'll be amazed at what's left out here. You are the company that you keep. But in my case, this wasn't good for me. So once I got to the root, it was good for me. Those people came out, and now here we are, and I have this amazing candle from an amazing woman. This time to manifest some shit. Okay? So I think I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to put a little footage of the candles. And I just wanted to do a quick check-in, y'all. Purge that mess out of your life. Get to manifesting some shit. Get to loving on you. Get to choosing you in a healthy way. Do your shadow work. Heal. And, yeah. Make you a vision board. But the key to manifesting, too, is letting it go. Don't harp on it. Don't keep, checking the crock pot. Everybody knows that when you make a roast, especially, I don't know if it's the oven too, but I know especially if it's in a crock pot, you don't open that thing until it's ready. So otherwise, all your juices, all your flavors, those flavors specifically that's in that steam, you just let it all out. So you don't touch that bad boy till it is ready. You just trust the process. So let it go. The universe heard you. God heard you. Let it cook. That's going to be a continuous message on this channel. That everything is always working out for our greatest good. Even this. Especially this. So I'm sending all my love out to you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay intentional. Stay blessed. Stay wonderful. But most of all, stay loved. As promised, this is my candle with all my blessings on top. Shout out to my girl for this amazing candle for today. Such an intentional gift. Blessings to you, Mom. The other dope thing that came out of that ceremony was the fact that my boys got their own individual intention candles too. So I'll be excited to see what we manifest. And when we go and get the candles read, maybe I'll upload that process and what that looks like. I'll probably just kind of briefly show how it goes. I don't need you guys knowing what my candle is saying, but that's my information only. But either way, all right, I'm gone for real now.